Hey y'all, it's Jen for the Love of Iris. Welcome to another one of our 31 Days of Halloween. Today's project is this one, and it is a matchbook, and inside it holds a pack of M&Ms. I have built these for my children. By the time this video is uploaded, I'm sure the candy will be gone. This one I built for my daughter, and so I'm going to build one for my stepson, and it is going to be out of smoky slate. And I thought this was like tire marks. I thought that was pretty cool, pretty boyish. And so let's get started, and I'll show you how to build it. It's easy. Matchbooks have been around forever, and the dimensions are, or the technique is the same. My dimensions may be a little bit different because I've tailored it to fit my little pack of M&Ms. So this is just a fun size pack of M&Ms. So this particular one is a piece of cardstock that is 3 by 8.5. So I think I did the 3 part already. Yes, but I did not do the 8.5. So 8.5 by 3. Okay. On the 8.5 side, you're not going to score on the 3 side at all. So you're only scoring on the 8.5 inch side. You're going to score at 3/4. So I find it easier to do that when you're using your trimmer to score it on the right side because it's hard to score on this side. So score it at 3/4. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it around and pretend that I scored it on 3/4 over here. And then scored at 4 3/4. Okay. Okay. And that's all. That's all she wrote. Simple, easy, very, very, very easy. So you've got a piece of cardstock that's scored twice. Once at the very bottom and once in the middle almost. So let's get our bone folder out and we will fold this one up. The small one's going to be folded up and the large one is going to be folded down. That's all there is, folks. It's not hard at all. Okay, so with this one, you want to take your stapler and you want to staple it right in the middle, about halfway up, I guess. So you've got your staple there in the middle. I do that before I put on the designer series paper because I want it to be hidden. Some people like the staple look to have it in the, as part of the accent or part of the design. I like to hide mine. So I am using a piece of the foiled specialty paper from the Halloween Nights. I like it. And I'm going to use just Tombow on this. I've got it out. It's easy for wiggle room, sturdy enough for this. You could use snail, fast fuse, anything you like, really. Oh, these dimensions, I'm sorry. This little piece right here measures 2 3/4 by 1/2. Okay? And then I'm going to flip it open now. Then you're going to have your 2 pieces here. One of them is slightly larger than the other. So you're going to need 2 pieces of designer series paper. One measures 3.5 by 2 3/4 and one measures 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. The 3 3/4 piece is going to go to cover this piece with the staple. Okay, so this is the 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. This is the 3.5 by 2 3/4. All right. Okay, so let's just glue these down real quick. And if you're building these for children, you won't need to worry about getting it centered because they are not going to care. They're going to tear into the candy and throw the package away. Heck, if you're building them for adults, they may do the same. I built something for one of my coworkers the other day, thanking them for helping me for something. And I put Foxy Friends, and I put a deer on there, and it said, "You're a deer. Thanks for doing X, Y, and Z." And he took the candy and shredded the package, and I was like, "Oh, okay, typical boy." So anyway, stick your M&Ms in there. Here, fold this over and tuck it in. There you go. And then to embellish this, that's your basic Matchbox. You can embellish it any way you want. You can do a belly band, you can tie a ribbon, you can do whatever you want. To embellish it, I used the layering squares dies, and I measure mine from the inside out. So my standard square to me was number 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my scalloped square was number 6. So it's smallest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gave me these two pieces, 4 and 6. Okay. And they layer that way, like so. And this is Smoky Slate cardstock, if I forgot to mention that. This one here was Tangerine Tango, and this one is going to be Smoky Slate. So I'm going to get my Smoky Slate ink and my Mr. Funnybones. And actually I'm going to use the Cookie Cutter Christmas because it's got this sweet little sentiment here that says "Put on a happy face." And I thought that that went extremely well with this little happy face guy. So let's get him out. I don't have any of this prepared. I'm sorry. I should be better with this, but I'm not. So let me get my blocks out here. Okay, let's get this little guy lined up here, and I'm just going to center. Now I want it to be in a diamond form, so I'm going to center him. And since I did the one with the skull at the top, let's do this one with the skull at the bottom, shall we? I'm just going to ink it up with some Smoky Slate ink here and stick my skull down here at the bottom and just leave it there for a second so the ink will transfer to the paper. Nice. And then with my black ink, I'll use archival black, I guess. I will take the Put on a Happy Face. Who would have thought you could use Cookie Cutter Christmas for a Halloween project? Love to use things that aren't meant for things and use them. You can't tell me that's not cute. Look how happy he is. Okay. Put on a Happy Face is done. A little bit of Tombow here. Glue that down to the square. Okay. Because he's happy. I'm happy. Son's going to be happy when he gets his M&Ms. A little bit more Tombow here. And then I'm going to undo this here just so that it can be flat. There. Excellent. And then I did take a couple rhinestones on this one for eyeballs, and I really do like that effect. So I'm going to do that on this one as well. And I'm just taking the jewel rhinestones, and I'm using what I consider to be the small ones, I guess, because they fit perfectly in the eyeballs. And I'm just popping them in there. Stick your M&Ms back in there, flip this down, tuck it under, and that staple holds it in place. So y'all need to put on a happy face too. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye.